We're going to have a fun little game here. Oh, I didn't tell you what kind of trivia questions, did I? This is sex trivia. I'm sorry, I forgot to mention. Usually I mention what it is. Now, here's the way it works. We're going to go right down the line. I'm going to give each one of you a question with a choice of 2 answers. It's up to you to come up with the right answer. If you answer it right, you're in the game. If you miss it, you're out of the game. Now, to help you along, all of you folks in the audience, we want you to yell and shout out what you think the answer to the question is. Contestants, listen to the audience because they're pretty bright, okay? They're on the Rhapsody disease. Whatever answer you give is the one we accept. Can you folks help our contestants by yelling and shouting out the answers? I mean, really shouting? Hi, what's your name, sir? Where are you from?
Prairie from Seattle, Washington.
I'm from Seattle.
Hey.
How do you know Joe?
Joe? Oh, good.
All right, good. All right, according to sex researchers Masters and Johnson, you're an average guy, aren't you?
Yes.
Okay, when you're sexually aroused, do your toes curl up or does your hair fall out? Now, one of those is the answer. He's an average guy, folks. According to Masters and Johnson, when he's sexually aroused, do his toes curl up or does his hair fall out? Now, when you're sexually aroused, what happens with you? I mean, of those 2 answers, I mean.
Between those
two answers, do your toes curl up or does your hair fall out?
Well, I can't see any hair falling out. I'm trying to see if my toes are curling up.
Give him a minute!
Yeah. Toes.
You say your toes. Audience, do you think he's right? He says his toes curl up. You know what? According to sex researchers Masters and Johnson, your toes curl up. Yes, you're in the game. Just move right over there. Stay in the position you're in. Hi, your name?
Joanne.
From where?
Long Island.
I'm from Long Island. I was born in Seattle, and then when I was 5, I moved to Long Island. Jeez, this is amazing. You're making love to a man, and you accidentally call the man you're making love to by another man's name. Now, has that ever happened to you before? What would you do in that situation?
I wouldn't take one to sleep.
You will. All right, now according to a book called Bedside Manners, what should you do in that situation? Should you apologize to the man or should you simply laugh it off? One of those is the answer. She's making love to a man, she calls him by another man's name. According to the book, Bedside Manners, what should she do? Laugh it off or apologize? I hear a lot of apologizing. Yes, I mean, that makes sense. Laugh it off. Yeah, I'm sorry. We have some rice only for you. Thank you very much. Okay. Hi, what is your name? Where are you from?
I'm David from Seattle, Washington.
Hi, David. Here is your question here. We need a little, this lady right here. Do you know this guy here? Oh, okay. What is your name?
Stacy.
Stacy, this is David. Okay, I want you to do me a little favor. I want you to walk by David, the sexiest walk. The sexiest walk. This has to do with the question. Just walk by David, the sexiest walk you can do. And you watch her, okay, David? Okay. Now, I want you to look at Stacy, David, all right? Now, imagine that she's completely naked, but she's wearing a great smelling perfume. Do it one more time, Stacy. She's completely naked. Yeah, and she's wearing a great smelling perfume. Now, according to Glamour magazine, what are you going to remember longer when you think about Stacy? The way she looked or the way she smelled? Now, this is according to Glamour magazine. Folks, what's he going to remember longer? Great smelling perfume. Now, think about it now. She's naked.
Well, my answer should be smell.
You know what? You're right. Yes, you're in the game. It's the way she smells. You can get dressed now, Stacy, all right? Where are you from, Stacy?
California.
What part?
Southern California.
What part?
Orange County.
I don't want to go any further on that one. Okay. Playgirl magazine. Are you single or married?
Married.
Playgirl magazine recently asked their women readers if they would have sex with a total stranger for $1 million in cash. What did 58% of the women say? They would or would not have sex with a total stranger for $1 million in cash. Now, Stacy, you don't know me, right? I mean, would you have sex with me for $1 million? If I handed you $1 million right now.
Is that okay, honey? Yes.
Forget him. Just say you're single and you don't know that you're by yourself. Here, would you have sex with me for $1 million?
Maybe.
All right, now according to Glamour magazine, what did 58% of the women say? They would or would not? Help her out, folks. They all said yes.
I say yes.
Yeah, that's right. Yes, they would. You guys would also. What's your name, sir? Where are you from?
Craig from Long Island.
All right, Craig, is it? Craig. According to the book American Averages, how many times a day does the average adult pass gas? Now, Craig, how many? Before I give you a choice of 2 answers, what's average for you?
So far, 0.
Oh, you see, I don't know if that. I don't think you folks believe him, do you? All right, it's either 7 or 14 times a day. They did a study. A book called American Averages did a study. How many times a day does the average? Let's do a little in-house survey here. By show of hands, how many people do 7 a day? One of those is the answer. How many do 14? 7 or 14 times is the answer, according to the book American Averages.
Well, I'm not getting much help from the audience. My final answer, 14.
That's right. Yes, 14. And it's not even, okay. Hi, what is your name? Where are you from?
I'm Cindy from Winter Park.
Cindy. Which weighs more, an average woman's breast? This happened to be the next question, folks. You're not average. Or a Big Mac. Now, you know, we're talking about McDonald's, the Big Macs. On the average, which weighs more, an average woman's breast or a Big Mac? Audience, help Cindy out here. Now, how much is your breast weight, you know? We happen to have a scale with us here. Audience, what's the answer? The Big Mac or a breast? Average. Average woman's breast or a Big Mac?
The audience says breast, so I'm going to go with them.
You're gonna go, you know what? An average woman's breast weighs about 1 pound and a Big Mac is 7 ounces. Yes, you're in the game. Hi, your name, sir? Where are you from?
I'm Charlie from Westminster, California.
All right, Charlie, here's your question here. According to studies at New York State University, are you more likely to enjoy making love after watching the news or a comedy on TV? Now, this is according to studies at New York State University. Are you more likely to enjoy making love after watching the news or a comedy? Audience, what do you think the answer is? One of those is the answer. They did a study. News or comedy? What do you prefer, Charlie?
I'm going with the audience and saying comedy.
Why comedy?
It seems like you'd be in a better mood.
Depressing after I Love Lucy or something like that.
Exactly.
Final answer?
Final answer.
No. The answer is news causes anxiety and making love is a great release. Thank you, Charlie. We have some turtle wax for you. All right. All right, your name?
Wendy.
From?
Connecticut.
What part of Connecticut, Wendy?
Durham.
Durham, all right. I'm from New Canaan, really, for sure. According to studies, what do most people do right after making love? In fact, 80% of the people surveyed said they do this right after making love. Now, before I give you a choice of 2 answers, what do you do?
Sleep.
Okay. What do you do? Before you give an answer, let's find out, what do some of you folks do right after making love? 80% of the people surveyed said they do this. What do you all do? We had a what? Sleep. Go to the bathroom. Go home to my wife. Guy says go home to my wife. Midnight buffet. Cuddle.
Round 2.
It's either talk or go directly to sleep. 80% of the couples surveyed said they either talk or go directly to sleep. Audience, help her out now. This is one of the 2 answers.
I'm agree with him. I'm going to say talk.
That's right. Yes. At least something. All right, here's the last round here. Let's see if we have any winners. Last round. According to Ann Landers, should a woman ever thank her husband for sex? Yes or no? Are you married?
Yes.
Yes. Now, has your wife ever thanked you?
Yes.
Yes. Well, how does she say it?
That was great.
Oh, but that's not a thank you. That's not a thank you, is it? No.
Thank you. Then I guess no.
Okay. All right, now folks in the audience now, according to Ann Landers, should a woman ever thank her husband for sex? Yes or no? Let's hear it. Huh? I'm hearing yeses and nos. You know, it's up to you now.
Yes, she should.
You say yes? The answer, Ann Landers says it's a mutual obligation. The answer is no. Oh, thank you. All right. Here we go. We're getting down to the wire here. Are you single or married?
I am married.
Wife here?
You right there.
Right there. Here's a question. Studies show it takes the average married man only 7 minutes to do this at nighttime. Does it take him 7 minutes to fall asleep or 7 minutes to make love to his wife? Now, they did studies on this. The average married man, it takes him 7 minutes, folks, to do this. Is it to fall asleep or to make love to his wife? Audience, help him out here, because if he's wrong, he's out of the game. And if he's right, he stays in the game. How long does it take you there, sir?
Does it mean the whole act or just the intercourse?
Nobody ever asked me that question before, I don't know. Now it just says it takes the average married man only 7 minutes to do this at nighttime.
Love making should take longer than that.
All right, so you say?
Sleeping.
That's right, yes. It takes the average adult to fall asleep, yes. You all set, Stacy? Now you're married. Where's your husband at? Okay. Your husband, what's his first name?
Charlie.
Charlie likes to wear your nightgown to bed every so often, okay? Does he do this, really? He does, okay. According to Dr. Ruth Westheimer, should you allow your husband, Charlie, to wear your nightgown to bed every so often to fulfill his, fantasies? Or does Dr. Ruth Westheimer think your husband, Charlie, is a real sicko? Now, one of those is the answer. Audience, help Stacy out here. Her husband likes to wear her nightgown to bed every so often to fulfill his sexual fantasies. Does Dr. Ruth Westheimer say, hey, let him do it, it's okay? Or does Dr. Ruth Westheimer think Charlie, her husband, is a real sicko? She's relying on you folks for help. All right, let's do a little in-house survey here. How many women let your husband wear your nightgown to bed? All right, a lot of women, I heard women say, let him do it.
I would love to do it. I'll say yes.
Dr. Ruth says he needs psychiatric counseling. He's a sicko. Thank you. That's Dr. Ruth. All right. Let me hold off this question here. Now here's a question to think about. Which sex change operation costs more these days? Going from male to female or from female to male? Which one costs more these days? Think about it, folks. This is for his answer. If he answers it right, he's in the game. He's going to win a prize. If not, he's out of the game and wins no prize. Which sex change operation costs more? Male to female, female to male? Your answer.
Female to male.
Why do you say female to male?
There's a lot more work to do.
You know what? There's add-on parts. Yes, it's female to male. You're in the game. You know what a chastity belt is?
I've heard of it.
All right, this has to do with the question. For those of the people in the audience who don't know, what is one?
It's safety. It's protection from...
Okay, that's right. We know you're okay. Okay.
I know.
Now, according to the World Book Encyclopedia, what did the Italians have to do with those famous chastity belts? Did they invent the chastity belt, or did they learn how to pick the locks? Now, one of those is the answer. This is according to the World Book Encyclopedia, and I get all my information from some of those resources there. What did the Italians have to do with those famous chastity belts? Did they invent them, or learn how to pick the locks? Audience, help her out here now. There's a prize involved. Did they invent them, or no, they learned how to, Italian locksmiths. You heard about those locksmiths before? Yes, okay, I'm trying to help you now.
I understand. They're Italians, but
You're jealous.
I think they invented them.
Do you want to, is this your final answer? That's correct, they invented them, yes. All right, we're going to give you a prize also if you answer this. So far, you all got 3 got a prize, okay? Here we go. your last question here. Single or married?
Single.
You're an average single woman, and you've gone out with the same guy 3 times in a row. According to the book, Singles, the New Americans, have you slept with the guy yet, or are you still holding out? If you're the average single woman in America today, you've gone out with the same guy 3 times in a row. Now, if you're average, have you slept with him yet, or are you holding out? Let's do a little survey. How many single women in the audience here? Single women? Any single women in the audience? Let's do a little survey here. How many single women have slept with a guy on the first date? Raise your hand. No. Think about it. You and I have gone out 3 times in a row. Movies, dancing, bowling, you know. It's our 3rd date.
Where do you live?
I live in Las Vegas. Have you slept with me yet, or are you still holding out? Not necessarily me, just the average guy, you know. Audience, what do you think the answer is? Help her now.
I'll go with the audience.
The audience says
She sleeps with him.
she has slept with him. Oh, well, I'm hearing you can change it.
Slept with him.
You're gonna do it. You know what? According to the book, Singles, the New Americans, if you've gone out with the same guy 3 times in a row, there must be some kind of a chemistry or an attraction with the guy. Yes, you slept with him, and you win, and we have a winner. Look, we have 4 players that have won, and all 4 of you are going to get a prize, and let me get the prizes for you right now. We're going to get some more, but here we go. We've got some great prizes for you. We've got Royal Caribbean International hat. There's 2 of them there. Who wants the hat? All right. And we've got one of these fanny packs. What would you like, sir? A hat. We're going to get it. All right. He sure wants a fan. We're going to get you a fanny pack before you leave tonight, okay? Where are you sitting at? You come see us right after the show, okay? Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a round of applause for all of our contestants playing our little sex trivia quiz. And now we're going to turn things over to Bobby.
So, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for one of your fellow guests, Mr. Mark Richards, all the way from Las Vegas. Stop by Vegas and stop in and see Mark.